First and foremost, all praises are due to Yahweh Bashim Hawashah, Bashim Akakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth. Salutations to the brothers around the four corners of the earth who are teaching this word in truth and sincerity, and shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel who listen and believe in this word. This is Brother Karat Sabah coming at you with another lesson. This one is entitled, A Man's Foes Shall Be They of His Own Household. And a foe, as we know, is an enemy. So a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34, and it reads, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking, it's in the red. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So we know Yahweh Shai is coming back. Not with a literal sword. It'll be the chariots of the Most High who will be shooting laser beams from those chariots on the day of the Lord that are going to help to put Babylon, America into a lake of fire, along with the nuclear missiles coming from Russia and the other nations. That'll be on the day of the Lord, okay? So he ain't coming to bring no peace. He's coming to bring fire upon the earth and take vengeance against his enemies. And the main enemy is going to be Esau, the Edomites, so-called white man, the devil. You see, that's his main enemy. All right. So he's coming to bring not peace, but a sword. Let's read verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. So variance is another word for division. So he's coming to bring division. And he's doing that right now because many of us that are coming back into this truth, knowing we're Hebrew Israelites first, learning the proper name of Yahweh the Most High and his son Yahweh Shai, doing our best to put off the old man and to walk in the spirit and to live in righteousness to the best of our ability, despite being in this carnal body. We're doing everything we can as the 1/3 hopeful elect. So that has caused divisions amongst the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans here in Babylon, America, and those of us who are scattered about the whole world. You see, it's causing divisions because many of your family members, they think that, this is a cult, that we're crazy, that there ain't no chariots coming out the sky, that America's going to keep going on for the next 10 to 20, 30 years. Everything's back to normal after that C-19 period and the jungle juice period. Everything's back to normal. You see the economy's doing good, but they're not watching it being circumspect. They're not paying attention because the Rakak Pradash, the Holy Spirit, is not working with them. So it's setting us up to be at variance with our family members, our friends, so on and so forth. So let's read this again. Matthew 10 and verse 35. For I am come, to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. So this truth of Yahweh Bashim Hawashah is causing divisions. It's not causing peace. Let's read verse 39. And a man's foes, enemies, shall be they of his own household. And I can give you an example of my family. I'm not very talkative, particularly to my immediate family. I'm not very talkative with them, and you can see the division, as well as my immediate family. All of them took that jungle juice, so that jungle juice is having an effect on people's minds, their bodies, their mental state, the way they act. So you can see the division even being done further, and I believe that definitely is a cause of it. That jungle juice during the C-19 period, has helped to cause more division. All right. I tried to tell them not to take it, but they didn't listen because the Rakak Quadash wasn't working with them, and it was already predetermined by Yahweh. He controls everything, okay? Yahweh controls everything. He causes things to happen. He's the sole controller. Man's comings and goings are of the Lord, you see? So verse 37, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. So like I said, this truth of this this knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Hawashai is causing divisions. Okay, but if you love your father and your family more than him, and you're not doing the will of the Lord, you're still going to family functions, eating pork or, eating shrimp and crustaceans. You're still doing birthday celebrations. You're still celebrating holidays. You see, that means you love your family more than you do Yahweh Bashim Hawashai and doing his commandments, doing what he commands you to do, doing his will. You see, so like it says here, you're not worthy of him, all right? You're not worthy of him if you're not going to do his will. So let's continue. Matthew 10 and verse 38. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. So taking up that cross is, you're going to do everything you can to follow his commandments, to be holy like he is holy, to follow after his righteousness, to put off the old man. And that means eliminating a lot of the things of this world, of this life, these things that passeth away. You see, the lust of the world, so on and so forth. Verse 39, he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. So when it's saying he that findeth his life shall lose it, that's speaking of that time period that we're going to be coming up upon. The Jacob's trouble, the synchronized chaos that's being formulated by the elites, the bankers, the Edomites, okay, the elite Edomites that are going to be, it's going to be causing, division, okay, chaos, the martial law troops, the purges, the famine of the food. A lot of things are going to be happening. People dying and passing out like dung on the street from taking that jungle juice. All these things are going to start happening and picking up. That's why Elder Apostle Tahara called this this year the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, because we hope that it comes. All right. Also, you'll have Esau, like a madman sparing none, with his militias going around in the ghetto areas. So Pookie and Ray Ray and LaQuisha are going to be surprised. They're going to be caught off guard. So it's going to be a lot of chaos, and his solution is going to be that C-hip spoken of in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 and 17, where you can't buy or sell or do any business without it. So many of our people that haven't been building up their faith are going to fall for that and take it, you see, to try to save their life, to try to continue on with Babylon America, not realizing that that period is only going to last for a certain amount of time. Esau's NWO is only going to last for a little bit of time. He's not going to get to enjoy it like he thinks he is. So if you go along with it and you take the bait, you're going to lose your life. You're going to be destroyed, if not from the grievous sore of that C-hip that causes cancer. If not, if you're not destroyed, by that form of it, by getting cancer, by taking the C-hip, the grievous sore spoken of in Revelation, if you're not destroyed that way, you're going to be destroyed in the presence of the angels and the Lamb, pursuant to Revelation chapter 14, verses 9 and 10, via nuclear missiles and via laser fire from the chariots on the day of the Lord. You see? So he that findeth his life shall lose it. You're going to try to save your life and continue on with Babylon America. And he that loseth his life, meaning those of us who have given up trying to be successful in America, trying to buy houses, trying to build a career, okay, trying to live for this world. We hate this world. Those of us are the 1/3 hopeful elect. We don't care about this world. So we're not concerned about our possessions and things of that nature. Now, we have certain things, but when all the chips fall, okay, we're not going to care about what happens to our house or our car or the things we possess. We don't care about those things, you see? So we're willing to give all that up to do the will of Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. So he that loseth his life for my sake, for the sake of Yahweh Bashim Hawashai, not concerned about the world and the cares of this life, we're going to find our lives. We're going to get the eternal lives, the eternal bodies, the new bodies, and be beamed up on the day of the Lord into that big, gigantic fathership of Yahushua. All right? So let's continue. Let's go to Micah chapter 7 for a precept to add to this. Micah chapter 7. And as soon as I find it here. Micah chapter 7, and we have here verse 1. As soon as it comes up here, Micah 7 and chapter 1. Micah chapter 7 and verse 1. Woe is me, for I am as when they have gathered their summer fruits, as the grape gleanings of the vintage. There is no cluster to eat. My soul desired the first ripe fruit. You see? So this is kind of an analogy of that that our people, 2/3 of our people that haven't hearkened to this word, all right, and are not going to hearken to this word, okay, they're going to continue in their life. They're going to continue in their lot, okay, what's been chosen for them by the Most High Yahweh. They're going to continue to be stiff-necked, stiff-hearted, and not hearken to this word, the righteousness, you see, of these laws, statutes, and commandments, the righteousness of Yahweh Bashem Habashai. They're going to continue in their life, okay? So it's hard to find people that are righteous amongst our people. Only the 1/3 elect, we say hopeful, elect in humility, are going to come back to the Lord. You see? Let's continue. Micah 7 and verse 2. The good man is perished out of the earth, and there is none upright among men. They all lie in wait for blood. They hunt every man his brother with a net. And as you know, during these times, the love of many is waxing colder and colder. People are very cold, particularly our people amongst themselves. 2/3 of our people are very, very cold. The only people that have that humble meekness with them are the 1/3 elect. And like I said, we say hopeful in humility, hopeful elect. Let's read Micah 7 and verse 5. Trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. So don't trust anybody, not your friend, even your own wife you can't trust. These are the times that we're coming into, all right? A man's foes shall be they of his own household. Even your friends, your so-called friends, that many of us don't even have friends because we're doing the will of Yahweh Bashem Habashai, and it's separating us from that former life, those former lusts. Verse 6, for the son dishonoreth the father, the daughter riseth up against her mother, the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own house. You see, so even people that are in this truth, that are married, may have children, your children may turn against you when those times come, when the times of the CHIP comes, when you're going to be offered to take that CHIP, all right? So even your own family may go against you. Oh, my husband, he didn't take it. You see, all right? He didn't take it. He went off somewhere. He left. Okay, but we'll take it because we want to try to save our life. So they may turn against you. You see, your own family members may say, oh, my son, he's a Hebrew Israelite. He believes in that. Your own sister. So you're not going to be able to trust even people that are part of your immediate family. We're coming into those times because they're going to try to save their own life and save their own ass. So they're going to be willing to give you up. Those are the times that we're coming into. Let's get another example of that. Matthew 10. Let's see here. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 16. And even people who know they're Hebrew Israelites, okay, who are not part of the 1/3 elect, you see, they're even going to give up the Hebrew Israelites who are adhering to the 100% truthful doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Habashai. You see, because many of these Hebrew Israelite groups don't believe in the CHIP spoken of in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 and 17. They don't believe in it. They don't believe that that's going to happen. They don't believe in Yahweh Shai like they should, that he's going to be coming on the planet Earth, cracking the clouds in a big fathership. Many of them are, their minds are blotted out with, that Babylon America is going to last forever. That, that the kingdom is here now on the planet Earth. Okay, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, and the kingdom is now. You see, Yahweh Shai is not, he's not coming out the sky with chariots, with the angels. They don't have faith. So you have many who even know they're Hebrew Israelites who are going to turn against you. You see? But we know judgment's going to start at those who know they're Hebrew Israelites. I believe that's 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 17, if I'm correct. But let's continue. Let's go to Matthew 10 and let's read verse 16. And it reads, see what we got here. Matthew 10 and verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. And this is Yahushua speaking, it's in the red. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So he's talking about the 1/3 hopeful elect. Okay, particularly the men of the Lord, okay, that are engrossed in this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He's sending you forth as sheep among wolves. You see, so be as shrewd as snakes and as harmless as doves as much as possible. You see, so right now, we're not, fully advertising to the whole world that, hey, I'm an Israelite, wearing fringes to work, and that type of thing, putting fringes on every item of clothing, putting fringes on our dog. You see, we're not going that far. We're just doing our best to, if we're doing lessons, do lessons weekly. If you're on the highways and byways, you wear your garment, your long robe with fringes on it. Just do the basics. You ain't gotta over advertise that you're a Hebrew Israelite. Just keep it cool. You ain't gotta tell everybody, hey, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. You are too. You see, you don't have to do that because it doesn't matter if you do or you don't. Even if you're being quiet with it or being, not necessarily secretive with it, because we're doing the lessons, and that's to draw out the elect. Okay, we're trying to draw out the elect, to activate the elect, to get the ball moving faster and faster so we can get out of here. You see? So that's why we're doing the lessons. That's why the men of the Lord are on the highways and byways preaching the gospel, compelling our people to repent, because we're trying to fish for the elect. We're not concerned about all of the Hebrew Israelites. Everybody who's a Hebrew Israelite, so-called Black, Latino, Native American, is not going to be saved. Only the elect are going to be saved on this side. So that's what we're concerned about. You see? So even if we are just doing it kind of to just draw out the elect, you're still going to be, discovered, in the end, but that's all right. Okay? We have to stand on faith that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua through the Holy Spirit is going to look out for us. All right? Let's read this again. Matthew 10 and verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. We're not bringing out guns, okay? The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. We don't have guns, knives. We're not militarizing and doing that type of thing, like some of these other Hebrew Israelite groups are. Verse 17. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. So this is what I'm talking about. Many of our people who are Hebrew Israelites, who have taken the bag, certain groups, okay, IUIC, possibly Sakari, ISUPK, all right, but Great Millstone, under the leadership of Elder Apostle Tahar on down, and the brothers affiliated with Great Millstone, okay, the affiliates, we're not doing this for money or filthy lucre, you see, but many other groups are doing this for money, you see, so many of them are going to turn on you as well, you see, because they don't have the faith. They don't have the faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. They don't have the Rakak Quadash working with them. Okay, so that spirit, that evil spirit, that Judas Iscariot spirit, okay, is going to, be inside them to turn you in. So that was a lesson to kind of take hold of when you read that about Judas Iscariot, okay, turning on Yahushua. You're going to have a bunch of Judases, you see, turning on those who are righteously doing the right thing, who are righteously preaching the 100% truthful doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua in order and decency. You see? Let's read this again, Matthew 10 and verse 17. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. Verse 18. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for the sake of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, his name, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. So for a testimony against the governors, the kings, okay, and that's mostly talking about the elites of the Edomites, okay, and against the Gentiles, of course, and they are Edomites, you see, and against the whole world, okay? Those who are not Hebrew Israelites. Verse 19, but when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what you shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. So don't worry about what you're going to say, because the Holy Spirit of Bakakwadash will be, with it, which is, in you, is going to speak for you the right words at the right time, so on and so forth. Verse 20, for it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father, the Bakakwadash, which speaketh in you. Verse 21, and the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. So many of our people will be beheaded for this truth, executed for this truth. Okay, our heads chopped off via guillotines. They already have the computer-controlled guillotines. So if Trump gets in, and we believe that Trump is Nero, okay, the Roman Emperor Nero reincarnated. Okay, we believe that's Trump. And so we know Nero was, he had a thing called Nero's Bloody Circus, where he fed many of us, the gladiators, the people that believed in this truth, executed us, put us on fire, did all types of things. So some of us will be executed. Some of us will be a witness for the name of Yahweh Bashim Abishai, but for the most part, many of us will be saved out of it. Okay? Okay, but so some of us are going to have to go through some fiery trials. We're all going to go through trials, but some of us may be executed, you see, but you're going to receive a crown of life. Let's read this again, Matthew 10 and 21. And like I said, your family will turn against you. Many of your family members are going to turn against you, okay? The children are going to turn against the parents, okay? My dad's a Hebrew Israelite, okay? He didn't take the MOTB to CHIP, and we did. You see, so that's going to put a mark on them to come after you, but that's all right, okay? Because we have to have faith until the end. Matthew 10 and verse 21, and the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death, okay? Like the lesson says, a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Verse 22, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, Yahweh Bashim Abishai, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. That's the 1/3 elect that endure to the end, that make it all the way to the end. They shall be saved. Okay, so on that note, I hope this lesson was edifying to you, and I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Abishai, Bashim Rakak Pradash. Shalom.